Buyer's remorse.
Hello, and welcome to Buyer's Remorse. I'm Justin.
I'm Darren.
Now, normally, we would be talking about a game that we forced each other to play for an hour, but this is our year-end wrap-up. So, First off, we will say it again probably at the end, but thank you for listening.
Yep.
As always, please promote us to anybody who you think might be interested. We grow, but we grow slowly.
Yeah.
As far as this year, it's been quite a year.
This is our first year for this, yeah?
This is our second year.
Is it our second year?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Man, 2020 has just vanished in front of my eyes. Really?
Considering, a year ago we recorded a wrap-up for the first season.
Oh, wow. Okay. My God. I'm just living in a coma.
Well, I'm looking at our timeline here for the year, and I think that this will help jog your memory. We started off the year with Bloody Boobs.
Yep. I definitely remember that.
Okay, but that's how long ago it was. Yeah. And my first one for the year was System Shock 2.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that was a long time ago.
Yeah. I figured that might help jog your memory. So that's actually a good thing. That's one of the things I would like to do here. Let's go over our year and how we did. For you, just did you finish it? Did you go back to it?
Okay.
Did you try one of mine? Right. So we'll start with your first one was Bloody Boobs. Did you go back to it?
Hell no.
Did you get it deleted off Steam? I think that was one you were threatening to.
I think I did.
Is that one even still available?
No. But if you own it, then you can still play it. So.
Right. So
I think it's been deleted from Steam.
I have not played it. System Shock 2? You played it already.
I've finished it, yeah.
I have not gone back to it. I found it just too rough, and there are just too many other good games I want to play. It
is good, but you got to push through that first 2 hours, man, definitely.
Probably, but...
Maybe just wait for the remake.
Yes. Or some fan-made Black Mesa version.
It is coming. Well, they're doing one, so it is coming. Are they? But it's been delayed.
That I would do.
Night Dive Studios doing it. Or they were doing it.
I don't know Night Dive.
Night Dive, they take all the kind of old IPs and they redo them over again. Okay. So you've definitely played some of the other games before. But
they didn't do Black Mesa. It's a different group.
They didn't do Black Mesa, no.
I would definitely give it a try if it was improved.
Yeah.
But, especially that first hour, which is all reading.
Yeah. It's just all, character creation, basically, for an hour, yeah.
Gladiator Trainer?
Oh, yeah. I should go back to that. That's the kind of game that is one of those strategy games that I could probably manage to wrap my head around. Yeah, I haven't, but...
But you might.
I might.
I've not tried it yet. The Pasture. I think you had to play it for the video.
I had already played it, and I kind of enjoyed it, but I knew that you wouldn't. So that's why I told you to play it.
You win?
Yeah.
I guess. Okay, that leads us up to Pepe Porcupine.
Oh, man, I forgot about that game. No, I haven't played that again. That was garbage, that game. Just the controls, the camera angles. Yeah, terrible.
I have also not tried that one. Sliced Dice and Rice was mine.
I don't own that one.
Okay.
You quite enjoyed that, though, I think.
It was okay. It's not the kind of fighting game I'd prefer. I don't like the one-hit kill. The boss levels were always a bit overpowered against me. It was more about persistence than actual skill on my part. I'm sure some people could bring in a lot of skill, but I didn't have that skill. So I did end up, I think, making it all the way through all the characters' levels and stories.
You got the golden rice.
Yes. But would I go back to it again? Probably not. It's just not my kind of fighting game. I'd much rather get into a new Tekken or Mortal Kombat than this one. Elf, which I believe was the Oceans bundle.
Yeah. Was that my first Oceans bundle game?
No, I'm sure we did
from this
in the first year. From this year, I think that was the first one.
Definitely the first one. No, have not gone back to Elf. Will not go back to Elf. Sorry, Elf. Have you tried it?
Nope. With your glowing review of it, I do not think that
It's an absolute hellscape of a game, man.
Total Extreme Wrestling, 2010.
I don't think I own that one either, thankfully. It looks dire.
I think you might own a different year, though. There were many of them. Maybe for next year, I'll have to look at that. I have also not gone back into it. It just wasn't fun for me.
Boring as hell, that game.
Brian Audley's numbers?
No, definitely not. Math's hell. No, thank you.
Will you make your daughter play
it? She should, actually, yeah.
Zombie Car Massacre, that was mine.
That was yours, yeah.
I had played it to death in the hour that I played it, so I didn't go back into it. I don't know. Do you have this one? Do you know?
I think I do. No, I haven't played it.
It's fun for an hour, but not much more, I think. You have a drunk friend?
Jesus. No, I haven't played that either.
Will you be playing it for the upcoming New Year's?
For New Year's, yeah. Well, I won't be drinking anything on New Year's because I'll be in hospital again for my final surgery. So, yeah, maybe I can live vicariously through You Have a Drunk Friend.
Agony.
I've played that again, yeah.
And you've finished it?
Finished it twice.
I still haven't finished it.
It's not a game for everybody, that's for sure. I mean,
don't think that...
Did you dislike it, or was it the mechanics of it that you disliked?
There were a lot of things about Agony where visually it looked good, but it seemed to be one of those games that's trying to shock you.
Right.
And I'm so desensitized now. I've seen so much that you have to try a bit harder. And if you're just trying to shock me just to shock me, that isn't story for me. It's like a jump scare for you.
Right. Yeah, no, they've got a new game coming out called Succubus, which I'll probably end up picking up as well. I like Mad Mind Studios. I think they're the guys that make this. Yeah, I liked Agony, and I've played the demo for Succubus. It looks just more of the same, but you're playing as the female in it. It's
interesting, but I just don't think it's my thing.
I like those kind of visions of hell, though. Like, yeah, there's another hidden object game that I hope maybe at some point you'll pick up, because it's another... We've played... What was that one we just played for filling in the gaps? The hidden object one. Adam Wolf, yeah. There's another game that's another hidden object that's kind of unique, and it's called Tormentum, and there's a part 2 coming out soon. And Tormentum is set in hell, and it's pretty good, man. I think you might like that. But yeah, I like those kind of Dante's Inferno kind of stuff.
Weirdest thing?
I didn't go back and play that again. No, I didn't. But I enjoyed it.
The Quiet Man.
Oh, God, no. I think, honestly, if I see it on the winter sale or something like that, if it's going for like a 90% discount, I definitely think I'm going to pick it up, because I've got to just see how bad this is for myself.
I have not finished it yet.
Oh, really?
Yet it still remains on my desktop to be played. So at some point, I'm probably going to sit through and finish it.
I just want to play just to see if your theory is right.
Yeah, that's the weird thing is, at the time, in that hour, I was very curious to see what my theory, like how it would play out. But now, it's just been so long. I don't miss it. I had to edit the video for that one, I think, and I had to edit the audio for that one. I remember what I played in the first hour, so I don't have to go back and replay the first hour.
Right.
There was a weird thing of, I'm just going to get through it because it's only 3 hours, but I have not sat down for a second hour yet.
But my 3 hours is way more valuable than that.
This leads us to Ball Lab.
Oh, Christ, that awful... That's not a shame. It's not terrible. Definitely there's a market for that game. I'm not one of them.
Our first Lost episode, which was Another World, which I think we had recorded somewhere in the first year and then forgot about.
I think that was supposed to be like episode 2 or 3, man.
Quite possibly. I finished it now, but I did have to use a walkthrough to get through some of the parts.
It's a really short game. If you were to play it from start to finish, it only takes about 40 minutes if you know what you're doing.
It takes less if you can speed run it.
Yeah.
Because the walkthrough I found, the video was shorter.
Right.
How did you do it that fast? But yeah, you can. There are whole things you can skip.
I've seen a speed through for it. It's like, wow, that's crazy. Did you like it?
I did, actually, yeah. It wouldn't appeal to me if it was made today. I'd be very irritated with a game like that that's made today. But knowing the history of it and when it came from, yeah, I think that it was very innovative for its day, even in some of the stuff it does now. But a lot of the story is kind of implied instead of actually being shown properly, and it doesn't quite make sense. And it leaves you on a note that seems like it should keep going.
Well, it does, and the problem is that they made a part 2, but...
It's Flashback Part 2.
No. There's like, I can't remember what it's called. It's called something anyway. Even if we just called it Another World 2, but it is named something different. But what it is it just basically continues from that eagle ride or dragon ride.
Oh, okay.
Like, there's some really weird history with it as well. I think it was only released on, I'm talking out of my depth here because I don't actually know, but for example, it was only released on a weird platform, like it was like maybe Sega CD or something like that, or Dreamcast or whatever. I think it was Sega CD. And so it never really made it to PC or other platforms, but someone has managed to port it. You can actually find it now and play it on PC and like maybe My Abandonware. I definitely want to give it a shot. I did look it up. It's kind of hard to get it running.
Okay.
But supposedly it goes into a lot more of that story and maybe you can find some answers.
Where Time Stood Still.
No. Definitely not.
I've also not gone into that one. But boy, was I glad I had you play it. Especially since that meant I didn't have to play it. Because that was, again, Ocean's Bundle.
Dire.
Simple Straight Alex. That was mine.
I don't own that.
It was so incredibly short that I already played it
Beat it like 3 times. Yeah.
Good for what it was. But yeah, not something for me to go back to. Tunnel B1?
I did go back to play that. I didn't finish it, but I got past the boosting part that I got stuck on. You press delete, yeah, and delete works. It's like, that's the boost button for those games. The more you know.
Mirror Moon EP.
No, that was yours, yeah.
That was mine. I found some enjoyment out of it, but as I said, I think in the episode, in my hour, I felt like I had about 15 minutes of actual gameplay.
Yeah, I own that.
Not jump back into that one.
I own that, and I went back to play it to get the video for the episode. And going back a second time, I had even less fun. I really did not enjoy getting the video for that. I thought I would be like, oh, I know what's going on now. Maybe I'll get a bit further. Not the case.
Yeah, see, I would have thought that as well.
Nah,
so
I was even more lost. I was like, how did I work this out before? Maybe I'm dumber now. It was not fun.
Oh, maybe the episode isn't very good then, because I might not have explained it very clearly then, because I thought that I'd kind of given away some of the answers.
I mean, like, go there, get the gun, and then point. I just couldn't. I definitely got further when I played it the first time. And when I was getting the video the second time, I was like, how did I get to the next part? Because I definitely got to a different planet.
Yeah, see, that I didn't do.
It was a different color and everything. But I just couldn't work out what I was supposed to do.
This leads us to your next one, which is Central Intelligence.
No.
You didn't take over the world?
No, I definitely did not.
Propaganda and students?
Nah. The student revolution? Nah.
Your glowing review did not lead me to play Central Intelligence. I did play Commander Keen, something from your childhood though, and I have gone back a few times, but I've not made it much further. I did make it, I think even in the video that I put together, I think that people got to see that I did make it past the werewolf character at one point. So I did figure that out, but I just haven't really gone through with an attitude of, I really need to beat this. I need to get to part 2. It's not that great.
Yeah, because one of our friends, Crimson, he left a comment saying, like, oh, the werewolves, you can shoot them 5 times and they die, you know? He's like...
I didn't see that, really.
Oh, yeah, he left us a comment just recently about that. So maybe that's your in to go back in and conquer Commander Keen, Justin.
Perhaps. Have you gone back for your nostalgia trip yet to Commander Keen?
No, definitely not.
Next, I think for you was Savior's Gang.
I did have to go and play that twice. Because that was a lost episode again, that I just lost the audio for it, and you didn't have it because I hadn't sent it to you probably. And so, yeah, I had to go back and re-record everything. It's not a bad game, but it's just...
But you never finished it?
Nah. There's too many levels. There's like 15 levels, and I got to like level 4 in an hour. So it's maybe a 4 or 5 hour game. I don't have the patience for that.
Okay. Next then for me would be Autobahn Police Simulator.
Oh, yeah. There's a part 2 and a part 3 of that, by the way.
Oh, I know that. I even mentioned that in the episode.
You gonna go for it?
No. Not based on number 1. Did you? You don't own this one,
I do own it. This was a free one on Steam that we both picked up, and I managed to Ocean's bundle you on this one.
So have you tried it out then?
Nah, I was gonna get...
You sounded very excited about it when I was talking about it.
I did want to see it, but then when I saw your video of it, I was like, that car handles like it looks like a fish, like, wobbling down the street. Just nah.
Like I said, all the turns are kind of harsh turns. There's no
Even
gentle-
even when you're on a straight road, man, you're just like fishtailing all over the place, man. Like, wow, nah, not for me.
This would lead into a very recent one, which would be Head Over Heels.
I haven't gone back to it because I finished it, but
Well, you finished the castle part, but there were, even
like
in the
4
episode,
other-
you said there were 4 other planets that you didn't touch.
I didn't liberate any planets.
I will say this. I had no idea from your description what these dogs would actually look like in the game. The head is literally just a head with arms, and heels is just a head with feet.
Yeah.
I had no idea. Even though the picture does look exactly like that, I guess in my head, when I saw that on the manual you printed, that there was more behind a box or something in the picture.
Okay.
I didn't realize this is what the characters actually look like.
Yeah,
It's so kind of ridiculous.
it's weird.
But the Daleks, watching the video
Oh, yeah.
with Prince Charles's
Prince
head,
Charles Daleks, yeah.
I had no idea. The way you described them, I could never have properly envisioned them the way that they turned out. It's glorious in its ridiculousness.
Yeah.
Do you think you will go back? Is this something you've left installed in case you feel like it?
I think it's still installed, yeah. And I usually delete things I definitely delete things after I'm done with them, so that must mean I'm not quite done yet.
Which leads just to my last game, which I'm not sure when this episode will fall, so I don't really want to give it away just yet. But the game is Leisure Suit Larry, which is
Oh, yeah.
very good for a kind of
It's the end
New
of the year.
Year's type
Yeah.
game. But yeah, that's our year. That's our year for Buyer's Remorse. We are already a couple months into recording for next year, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully, we won't have any long gaps in recording time this year, but who knows?
Yeah.
2020 was rough. We can only hope that 2021 is slightly better.
Even slightly.
Even slightly. So, for those of you, again, who have listened to just this episode, or multiple episodes, or all the episodes, thank you very much for listening and joining us for this fun torture of each other and the games that we own.
Thank you for anyone that leaves a comment. Like, comments on our YouTube page are like gold dust, and I really appreciate them. I don't know. I'm sure you do too, Justin, but
I do. I just don't check them as often as you do.
because I've got it so that I get notified and stuff. And like when I see that little red bell pop up and it's got like a 1 or a 2 in it, I'm like, yay! So yeah, thanks for anyone that leaves comments. If you've got ideas for games, or if you want to, we never actually got the Beggar's Remorse never really took off.
But
I'm still waiting on reviews from people.
Yeah.
Like,
so if you have a review ready to send, please send it, because
you know
we
who
would
you
love
are. Or if you want like some other games, like just let us know. And then I've still got like, I got this horrible bundle on eBay for like $1 for 60 keys.
And those 60 keys are just waiting for you to play for free. Well,
In exchange for a review.
in exchange for a couple lines of review.
An hour of torture.
Yeah. Well,
Or maybe not.
maybe not. There might be one good one in there. You might be the lucky one.
I doubt it, but...
So with that, again, spread the word if you like the show. But in the meantime, thank you for listening, and Happy New Year.
Yep. Thanks, guys and girls. That's dumb. Thanks, everyone. Happy New Year, I guess. I'll see you from my hospital bed. That doesn't make any sense either. Fuck it. Just put it in. Happy New Year, everybody. Well, this is like the 3rd, 4th take of this, right? Have a good one. Bye. Jesus.
And for those of you out there, Happy New Year.
Yeah. I don't have anything exciting to say. We'll have to edit this in.
Maybe something better than, yep.
Yep.